Welcome into 5 Wide. We've got our props and locks for Super Bowl Sunday between the Eagles and Chiefs. If you haven't been checking out all our content previewing the Super Bowl, be sure to check the channel. We got tons of stuff here, tons of props. But these are my 3 favorite picks for the game, my 3 favorite props for the game. We're going to have it boosted as well at BetFred. So if you go sign up there, deposit $50. Bet $50, you're getting $111 in free bets. And as well, for the next 5 weeks, you're also going to get up to $200 each week in bet credits back on any losing bets. So you get 50% of any losses back, up to $200 each week at BetFred. So we're all betting. We all lose time and again, or at some point, but they'll take care of you in those first 5 weeks with some bet credits back. So that link down below to sign up. Go check it out there. Let's get into these plays. I mentioned 3 of them, all props, and had some major help here from props.cash. So all the information I'm going to show you, some details in terms of how I've analyzed these plays, how I've analyzed this game through props.cash. Really helpful tool to check out player history, the matchup against their opponents. Incredibly easy, makes betting on sports, not just the NFL, the NBA as well, and the NHL, very easy. Let's get into the first play. Isaiah Pacheco, over 67.5 rushing plus receiving yards. This is a very nice matchup in my mind for Pacheco. First thing I want to get into is the role that he has now come into over the last 2 weeks in the postseason, and especially last week in the AFC Championship game, or 2 weeks ago, I guess that would be now. He had the highest snap count of his career, or tied for the highest snap count of his career, and doubled his career high in targets. He had 6 targets last week. What's the reason for that? Well, it seems to be that they think a fair bit more highly of Pacheco and what his impact is on this offense. Recently, Jerick McKinnon has really struggled. He's been a very, very inefficient runner. I haven't seen very many explosive plays from in the past game. Some of it could be just overall Pacheco being the better option, but McKinnon is dealing with ankles injuries, plural injuries. He is practicing, but it has been a hindrance to him in the postseason. Pacheco's role is elevated, so great to see there. But you get into some of these details, like I mentioned from props.cash. He's gone over in 8 of his last 10, actually 9 of his last 11 games. He's gone over this number, and a lot of them by a significant margin. So previously, especially in the postseason, been able to clear this very easily. The matchup against Philadelphia, I think, is also a good one. Their defense actually does favor the running back position because they do play a light box on 55% of plays, which is the 9th highest in the NFL. So some light boxes to run in can help efficiency running the football. And then as well, too high coverage on 58% of plays. That's 10th in the NFL. And their man coverage rate, 12th. So the reason I like the too high is because it can lead to more running back receptions. The Eagles, I think it was the 12th most receptions to running backs this season, 5.1 per game. Pacheco can get some usage through the receiving game. It's elevated over the last couple weeks, and I expect him to be pretty efficient against running the ball because the Eagles are 31st in EPA per rush. So Pacheco in a great spot here in this matchup against the Eagles to be able to be efficient on the ground and get some receiving work in as his role is elevated. So be sure to go lock that in. Over 67.5 rushing plus receiving for Pacheco. All right, next one. Jalen Hurts, completions. I'm going over 20.5. So a number here that you're seeing from props.cash that he doesn't hit very often. In fact, 7 of his last 17 games. And if you're seeing 21.5 in his completions, which some books might have, make sure you go into bet it at BetFred. He actually has only gone over in 5 of 17 games. But here's the thing. The Philadelphia Eagles have played 4 one-score games this entire season. They've been in blowouts. They've been in matchups where they've been leading by quite a bit heading into halftime, and they haven't needed to pass the ball. They haven't needed to put the ball in the air. But Philadelphia in the first half actually ranks 6th in pass attempts. So why is that important? Well, it tells me that early in the game, when the game is competitive, the Eagles are putting the ball in the air. No doubt about it. And in this matchup against the Chiefs, I don't expect them to pull away and be leading. I expect this game to be very competitive, potentially even the Eagles trailing in this game. So really good matchup for this passing volume here. And even more that I like here for the reason I'm going to completions instead of yards or attempts. The Chiefs, much like the Eagles, play a lot of too high coverage, and that forces teams and forces quarterbacks to go underneath in their passing looks. And as a result, quarterbacks are averaging a completion percentage of 66%, which is 22nd in the NFL for the Chiefs. So they haven't been able to have quarterbacks be very inefficient when playing them. So good there. And then just take this over the top and why you really need to play it. Again, some more data here from props.cash. You can actually look at all the previous matchups in one place to see, or all the previous games for the Chiefs in one place to see how the quarterbacks have done to this number. Opposing quarterbacks against the Chiefs have gone over in 16 of 19 games this season. That is 84% of games they've gone over 20.5 completions. 2 of those 3 that they went under were Davis Mills when he was splitting time with, I can't remember his name right now off the top of my head, but he's a Florida quarterback. He was running the ball a little bit for them. Driscoll. Yes. Thank you, Ave. Driscoll. And then, the other one was Bryce Perkins at quarterback for the Rams. So 2 teams that weren't looking to throw the ball very much as is. I think in this matchup, definitely one where the Eagles will be throwing the ball. They have some advantages, I think, in the pass game too. The Chiefs are a little undersized at the corner spot, so A.J. Brown has an opportunity to do really well in this game. But to summarize, the Chiefs allowing 24.1 completions per game to quarterbacks, and this totals 20.5 on completions. We got to take that over. So lock in the over on Jalen Hurts on his pass completions here. Last one, an under. Some of you might not like playing unders, but we're going to put this all in a parlay, boost it at BetFred. Just get a wager in on the parlay, and we'll just see. You can see for yourself if this goes through the hoop, but I think this has a great chance of getting through. Juju Smith-Schuster, under 40.5 receiving yards. He's actually gone under this, as you can see from props.cash, 5 straight games. I mean, Juju's been an absolute ghost out there. He's been doing absolutely nothing. It's proven to be, I guess, early in the season, this looked like a good addition for the Chiefs offense. Lately, though, he has not made any impact to this team. And I don't think that's going to change in this matchup because Philadelphia is an elite defense against outside wide receivers. We talked about this in the divisional round when I took Richie James over his receiving yards because they struggle against the slot, but they are so good outside, the best in the league outside between James Bradbury and Darius Slay. That isn't surprising. And Juju's been running 65% of his routes in the postseason out wide. We saw Marquez Valdes-Scantling moving a bit to the slot. If these injuries are a problem, we could see Sky Moore as the guy going to the slot as well, and Juju's routes might even increase out wide. But he's also playing through a knee injury, one that Andy Reid mentioned was one that, his knees inflamed. They need the inflammation to settle down. He has been able to practice. They say it's in full, but I mean, there's a lot of guys practicing in full. Like Patrick Mahomes is practicing in full. I don't think Patrick Mahomes is anywhere near 100%. So definitely an injury is the problem, and another reason why I really like this under. As well, Kadarius Toney, who's banged up, it does seem like he has a decent chance to play, and I don't expect Toney to run a lot of routes, but when he runs routes, he gets the ball a ton. So if Toney's available, that's going to have an impact on Juju as well. So I really like his under. I think this is too high. Some books are going to have this even lower than that, but lucky for us in the boosted parlay at BetFred, we're going to have this 40.5 in our back pocket. But again, these are my favorite plays for the Super Bowl, my favorite props for the Super Bowl. Not my favorite plays. I have more. I have a side play that you guys can come check out on the Twitch. We'll be live from 12 to 2 on Sunday. And as well, if you guys want to use this information and be able to use it next season or be able to use it for the NBA, for the NHL, for Major League Baseball, props.cash, you can go sign up. That link is down below in the description. If you use our promo code, it's OwnersBox, you're going to get 25% off your first month. So the first month's only going to be $15. It's $20 the rest of the way, $15 if you sign up with our promo code. Just an incredibly easy app to navigate and website to navigate in terms of looking for props, looking for bets. This is the easiest way to do it because all the information is here for you in one place. And as well, this is something you can look at the information, make a bet, and then if it does lose, at least you had a great process. These are some picks that you think will, over the long period of time be successful for you. We've had great success with it for us. So that link will be down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy Super Bowl 57, and we will see you on the next one.